Well, Kim Robertson, thank you for joining us. You handle implementations for Affirmative. Just walk us through at a very high level the steps that each client follows when they sign up with us.
So I handle implementations, and once we have the handoff from our sales team, it comes to me. And I meet with the bank, we set up weekly meetings, and we go over, the timeline of, what implementation is going to look like. So the first and foremost piece is sourcing the data. And there's multiple ways that we can source the data. Usually we have that ironed out before we move into implementation anyway, so we know which route we're going to go. So we'll source the data. We'll set up all of the file mover processes on the back end. I'll make sure that the UAT environment is set up for the financial institution, and the UAT environment is just their test instance. So that's a great place for them to just really get in and just get familiar with everything, make sure everything looks right, and get comfortable before we move them over into production. So we source the data. We set up their UAT environment. We load that data into their UAT environment. We have training, multiple training sessions in that UAT environment. And when they are comfortable and sign off, then we enable their production environment, and we take all that data and we move it into production, and then they are up and ready to go.
Excellent. So we've got a very clear linear checklist that we follow. Now there is a way that we can get our clients up and running with reporting in 30 days. Tell us just briefly about that if you would.
So this piece makes me really excited because just dealing with financial institutions, in the implementation, they have such a hard time with sourcing quality data. So, we've been through the struggles, and, if we're providing them with the valuable solution to be able to see, their risk, manage their risk, you gotta have good data. And so we went on the venture probably about 2 years ago now and started an integration with the Federal Reserve. So we actually have our own Fedline Command connection, and through that connection, I am able to source the financial institution's originated data and their returned received. So that right there makes implementation so much easier because it really takes the lift off the financial institution. Their IT team isn't having to go out there and source their ACH files. They're not having to worry about malformatted files. They're not having to worry about if the core provider is keeping their files and then they have to go and put in a request, pay, and then wait to receive those files. So it really, really speeds up the time frame for implementation and them getting access to their data and starting to proactively manage risk.
That's wonderful. So we've got a very clear linear checklist, and then most of our clients are able to get up and running with value in 30 days through their Fed connection. Thanks a lot, Kim. We appreciate it.
Thank you.